Yo, we live, yo. Hey. Oh. GT3 with an MP5. Yeah, I got ice, I got life. Yo, welcome to DyeTieRadio. Welcome. Yo, we getting tired. We getting lit up in here. We listening to that new trippy boy. That trip at night. This is my favorite song, MP5 right here. Hey. Y'all welcome. Y'all introduce yourselves. You know.
Hello, I'm Mocha.
Hi, I'm Nina. Nothing special
And
here, just Nina.
They call me Saw up in this mic. We are three of your hosts from DyeTieRadio. The rest will be here shortly, you know what I'm saying? But we just getting turned up in here. Yo, speaking of new music, right? Let me turn this down a little bit. Somebody else just dropped some new music. What was it, like last night?
Yo,
If you're
This
watching this,
morning,
it is
last
Sunday the
night.
29th. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, who dropped some music last night?
Kanye,
Yeah.
my man's
Donda. Hey,
Donda.
what y'all think about
I was there. I heard it I was at the listening party. I woke up early this morning.
Right?
Yes, I went to the third one, the one in Chicago. It was all right. But let's just say the album is a lot better. I'm glad I can hear it. I'm glad it started on time, quote unquote. I'm glad I woke up to hear it and not waiting at the concert for it to start on time. I like it though. I wouldn't say it's new because I feel like this was expected. It's Kanye, and basically everybody's heard the album at least 3 times already. But he wanted to make his own entrance. It's good. It's a good album. I like it. But Drake's about to drop his, and Kanye, you got some competition. Because I hear this Drake album's gonna be.
Man, I saw the like last week or so. Somebody made an animation on Drake when Kanye dropping an album the same time as Drake. And that boy Drake, bro, it was funny because Drake was on a date with this girl, and he was like, he didn't really care about the girl, and then he heard some music coming from the stadium because he was at the stadium where Kanye was.
Oh,
he walked in the door.
Drake was there too. Dang.
He was like, bro, what the fuck going on in here? What is going on? You working in here with Jay-Z, Kodak Black?
Yeah,
like you got all these people on the album. Kanye was like, hey, when you dropping your album, he's like, no, you ain't finna drop your album on set, bro. What is wrong with you?
They always had a friendly rivalry going on, some sort of beef with the two of them. But I don't know. Everyone's been saying that Drake's album is gonna be something else. Like, okay, Kanye's album's good, but at this point, everybody's heard it. Like, it's his fault for waiting so darn long to drop it. So this album, yeah, everyone's listening to it now, but it's about to be old in a little bit. Because when Drake drops this.
Oh shoot!
Basically,
we got another host that's about to join in the stream.
Oh.
Welcome. You better introduce yourself, dog.
What's up? It's your boy Huno Z Huno in here. You feel what I'm saying? I just heard some BS right now about that album, and I don't appreciate you disrespecting this album like this.
Look, I love Kanye. Look, Kanye's my main man's, but I'm just saying he be slipping. It's Kanye. Like, come on.
Where was the slip, Nina? Where was the slip?
How about it should have been released 2 months ago, but then he changed it. Then he changed it again. He was like, should the baby be on it? Should he not be on it? Then Jay-Z cut him.
Well. Hey, hold on. You gotta cut him some slack. It wasn't Kanye's fault.
That part
that happened with
wasn't
the
his
baby.
fault.
It wasn't even the baby fault either. It's somebody's fault because them niggas, they managers like we ain't
everybody pointing fingers at each other. I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Regardless of who did what, the album is out, and so this shameless plug, free. Hey, I want to say no free brand deals, but we talking about it right now. So y'all go check out the Donda album. It's out right now.
No free brand deals.
Pretty good.
Kanye is not paying me to say this. I don't know that nigga.
In the jail
he don't know me, but he will one day.
Guess
Maybe.
who's going to jail
Listen,
tonight?
Lord, I need you. Lord, I
I
need
know
you.
God breathe on this.
Come
I
I
on
know
know
now.
God
God
breathe on
breathe on
this.
this.
He was not playing right now. He
Guess
was
who's
not
going to
playing.
jail tonight?
But yeah, that album was fire. But going
The
back
best line of this album, though, I have to say, bro, had to be Jay-Z's line, bro. When he said
for real.
I love Jay-Z. Like
and
when
when he hit that line when he said, I took a picture, I'm a picture of God's image, call that a selfie. I said, yo, fam, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Jay-Z, I really like Jay-Z's part. Like, okay, I liked the Baby's part too, but it's only because I feel like I heard Jay-Z's first, which made me like it. I don't know, like I
It's the
just
number
got
two
stuck on it.
song on.
I was
Why is
like,
it's
oh,
the number 2 song on the album? Like, why did you do me like that, bro? Like,
I know. I was like,
you just gonna hit me that hard like that? Like, he just,
it's good. I like it.
I'm an image of God. Call that a selfie. What? Excuse me, sir. That's the second line of
I
your verse,
loved it.
sir.
He has some very interesting characters on the album too. Like
Yeah, he had a little bit of
Playboy
everybody
Cardi,
on there.
Fabio Foreign, like niggas that I would have never thought would be on a gospel album. You know what I'm saying?
For
And they spitting. Roddy Rich
real.
on that. He spitting.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like, boy, y'all took y'all time with this one.
Man, I gotta finish the album.
Mm-mm.
I didn't even finish the whole album. I think I made it about halfway. Dang, I can't even check it right now.
I
But
woke
yeah,
up too early. I had to finish the whole thing.
I started listening to it because I had to film today. So as soon as we got out of church, I was like, Donda's out. Oh yeah, let me go ahead check the album out. And I listened to about half of it before we got home. From what I've heard so far, there's only one song that I'm not very fond of. And like I just said, it's the song with Fabio in it. And Cardi. I didn't really like that one.
Oh, you didn't like it that much? It was
Not
all
really.
right. Yeah, I know what you mean. I had to
give it a
like my
chance.
friends were texting
Which
me. Like
wh-
they were like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, what? Donda's out. I'm like, oh, I'm up. I listened to it on my way to work. I listened to it my whole shift on my way back. And what time is it? 6. So I'm just getting back. I've been listening to Donda all day.
Say less. Well,
Chilling.
going back to when we first started the show, I know Z you wasn't here, but we was playing some of that new Trippy, yo. Dog. What
My
y'all think
dog
about
hard,
the
bro.
album, man?
My dog hard. That's all I'm
I
saying. My dog hard.
personally, to me, and like this is up for debate, I know, but personally, I think that album was the hardest album, one of the hardest albums he's ever dropped. And the fact that dang near every song sounded the same, but it had its own little unique twist to it. I was like, man. And then he was like, I felt like he was sitting on songs for a while because he got songs with X and Juice, and they both sound like they from the same producer. So I'm like, how long was Dog sitting on them songs for real? But that man, I was blown away, bro. I still bang. I bang this every day, dang near the whole album.
I haven't heard the whole thing, but like you know how like the popular ones pop up, and I'm like, oh, I'll listen to this one. But the ones I have heard, they're pretty good. Like, okay, I'll let you have this. Go ahead,
Yeah,
go
Trippy
on.
cool. Trippy cool. I want to meet Dog one day.
He
Like,
funny. I can't lie. It should be funny. That album hard. Still, I'll probably say even right now, even with Donda being out, this is probably still the number 1 album right now going
yeah,
around the world.
Yeah.
It's Trippy's album.
Mhm.
Will be the
True
number one
that.
album
Trippy's
until
went hard.
Drake
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
he got
Like,
a video for damn near every song on this.
bro, yes.
Crazy.
And that
Yeah.
man, I follow this dude named the promo guy, right?
Yeah, I probably
And
do.
I think my man Tribby was listening to him though, or well, he been in the game for a minute, so he probably already noticed. But for every song, he has a whole album, but he didn't drop just the album. He dropped every song dang near as a single.
Damn
Let
that
them
Pirate
blow
Smith
up.
himself. Yep.
Yep. And
And all
then
the hits, he just put everything together in one. Yep.
yep. And a video for dang near every song, and the animations are fire. Like the animations are clean, man. I like the one with X Danny Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
That video was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only video I didn't like was the MP5 video.
The official video or the lyric video?
The official video. Not
Yeah.
like the video wasn't bad. It was the whole big black leather jackets with the gun. I was like, all right, fam, y'all
Yeah.
boys.
They was on some like
You're like, all right,
they was
this
on
is
some
you're
next
doing the
shit.
most.
Listen, Blade 2.0, go sit down.
Yeah.
All right, you got time for this. Everybody just guns blazing with black, all black leather. I'm like, okay, y'all boys.
It was cool. I just like I was telling y'all, I don't really like the other guy, the second guy that was on the track. Was his name like
I think it's
Fago?
so Fago, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like his verse. I know a lot of people gonna come at me for that, but I don't. I didn't like his verse. I thought
Fago-
if Trippy was on the if
Some
Trippy
Fago
was on the
stands,
whole song, it would have been just fine.
some Fago stands for to start disliking our stuff now.
Right, they're gonna be like, I ain't listening to them anymore.
Hey, listen, no more. That
They don't
guy
like his
recorded
slow.
trash. That guy way to quarter trash.
Mm-mm.
Hey man, I mean, it's my opinion. You feel me? Like, you like the song. I love the song. Like, person, that's my favorite song on the album. I just don't like his verse. You know, I just
Don't like
don't.
his verse.
Yeah, like if Trippy decided to come out with a remix and it's just him for the whole song, I would bang that more than the original. Sorry.
I feel that.
Fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Speaking of music, didn't you just drop a song, Z?
I dropped a song 2 weeks ago, but yes, yes, I did.
Why'd you talk about it, man?
Yeah, talk about
Uh,
it.
Yeah, tell us
Come on now.
about it.
it's the song's called Big Dog, right? It's a nice little song. It's a song that I had with fellow member of ours of Data Shaq, but he's not here. But he did the engineering, and yeah, I had this song for like a couple years, bro. I just said, all right,
Decided
I
to drop it.
nah, I was just in my feelings for a long period of time and just didn't do nothing, you know. I'm gonna be real. And yeah, it just came out. Said okay, I'm gonna drop, and then I just dropped, and here we are. You know, I should have did a video. I might do a video still, but
Yeah, bro.
I'm
There
gonna
you
drop a
go.
video this week though.
Drop that video, man, and make a
Yeah,
video
do
for
it.
it, bro. You gotta. Obviously, I can't shoot it, but you gotta let me edit it.
What the video?
Any
For
one of them
dog?
videos, boy.
Any of them?
Any of them.
I gotta see because these people, bro. People be weird about sending other people work. Like it's crazy. Like I'm like,
I
bro, can you
know.
send going to the studio? Can you send this session to somebody? Nah, I like working on my sessions on my own. Like, yo, fam, just send the session. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that hard, bro. I'm not disrespecting your talent. I just want somebody else's better.
Right. And then
Right.
for like videographers, man, you I'm paying you to film. I didn't say you had to edit the video.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? You
Just
film, give me the
send it to
shots.
somebody else.
Yep. I know somebody that's gonna make it cut. But you gonna be in the credits. It's gonna say shot by such and such,
Right.
whoever
Mhm.
you is, but it's gonna say edited by.
Everybody trying to be
You're like, bye.
filmed it, fam. That's it. Everybody just want to be Jello or Drew filmed it, and they want to shoot their own videos. They don't want none of that.
Right.
Mhm.
What is it? If Drew didn't film it, then it ain't film right. Screaming, dog. Like,
Well, yeah, it's coming out. I appreciate y'all asking for it. You know, it's all coming. Where your music at, Saul?
where my music
Where
at?
your music
Yeah.
at? Asking all
Yeah.
all these questions on me, asking all these questions. Where your music?
Well, you don't want to drop a song.
I did drop a song, but where your song?
My
I
song.
know you got some heaters.
I got some bangers. I got some heat coming. You know, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. Just know it's coming soon. Hey,
It's in the
quote me.
works.
Huh?
It's in the works.
Yes, ma'am. It's in the works.
Nina,
Look,
where
you
your
ain't-
song at?
Right, Nina.
Look, I don't know how to
you
make
sing.
music like that.
Where your
If
song
I
at?
knew how to make music, I would, but I feel like I don't. I'm too stupid
What
for
about
that.
covers? You can do it.
You can do a little
I
cover.
could do covers. Covers would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking of making like a TikTok just for singing, because like I feel like that'd help with my acting every day. So I'm like, oh, it's like doing I had to do an audition last night actually, and luckily there was no singing, but the character I was playing, it was like I
Explain
almost
us
had to.
how auditions. How does it go?
Yeah.
Like,
What kind of audition was it? Like, what
explain
did
us
you
how
audition
it
for?
goes.
This audition was for, I think it was like an in-person like production, some sort of like film. I don't know if it was like a film thing. I don't know. Usually when I audition for stuff, I don't really read too much into them. I'm just like, oh, this pays well and I fit that character. Let's just do it. And then if I get picked, I'm like, oh, now I got to figure out why I got picked. But usually the life of auditioning has really changed, because before COVID I wasn't really auditioning that much because I have to go in person to a lot of places. Now doing auditions is almost easy. Like I can be at home and they will send me work. They'll be like, hey, here's a script, I want you to record this, and then if we like you, we'll call you. I have done a few in-person auditions since then though, but lately I've just been submitting videos, and if they like it, they'll send me the money or I redo it the way they want me to. It's almost like you can make this a stay-at-home job if you're hustling on auditions. And I love that about that so far. But always the in-person ones, you're gonna go and you're auditioning for something big. Those little roles that you do at home, you get paid a little bit for those. But when you go to an in-person audition, that's because they actually want to see you now. Now it's like directors don't even need to see your face anymore. They'll look at you on social media. Literally, I went into an audition 2 weeks ago and he already knew how many followers I had. He's seen my reel. He's seen everything. I didn't give him anything yet. And
Right. I'm looking the
directors,
same
they
way.
know. They look
Yeah,
at all
I know what
my
you're thinking.
they look at everything. They didn't see everything. They see
Oh,
what
okay. They
I
see
want.
everything.
They see what I want for them to see. But he already looked through my stuff and he's like, yeah, I saw on your Instagram. I watched your reel and I'm just like, oh,
Which stuff you see? Which stuff you see?
everything on my Instagram. That's what he said. That's it.
She said it. She was clear. Everything on Instagram.
Everything on Instagram. So not other things. Just what's on Instagram. We're not doing any promotions for anything else today, okay? Instagram.
That's why you said that though. I ain't say that. I'm just
shameless plug.
I'm just trying to see where he at right now. He obviously had something going on.
Looking, but no, I'm sure it wasn't like that. The audition, the girl I auditioned for was a 10-year-old. So
this was that.
This was that audition. It's for like it's a TV show. I guess filming in Michigan. But look, if he's looking at me and that, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
10-year-old
no,
girl.
I'm gonna be playing a 10-year-old. Can't be doing that. No.
We can't say it. Nope.
We're trying to stay clean on this.
Oh, that made me cry. We gonna talk about this on FaceTime later, y'all.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I got some questions. I got some demands I need to have with this man real quick. Okay.
Hey, I'm still looking for my first check. You feel me?
Where's my check? Where's our managerial check? We ain't get nothing.
Look at her looking.
Like I don't know. Where is our check? Like we've been promoting with my check, bro. Like
don't look at me. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all hustling.
It went to that tattoo. That's what it went to.
That's what it went to.
Don't know about anything else. Well, what's it called? Like I know this is our first kind of like big recording. Once we have it in an audio form and we're able to, promote this on like Spotify and stuff, that's when we can start recording like the ads, which is obviously like this is like too much information for an audience. Like, I'm telling you about the ins and outs.
We didn't say specifically what was going on with you, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't say.
I meant for us as a group.
Oh.
Not.
Got you.
I moved past that. I don't know why you guys are still.
We didn't. I don't know what.
Right.
I was thinking about
we was clearly talking about our man.
I moved on. I don't know. But, okay.
I'm on the same page, Nia. I'm on the same page.
I've moved on.
But
if you guys are talking about those kind of checks, I got my checks. I'm good. I meant for the group.
We was asking because we had a business venture with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought. I was sitting here doing my job, and I can't get a check. Like,
right? Like, you
okay, wait. What are you guys?
You know what we talking
we
about?
talking
Things that
about
we
that
cannot say on the
discussion
air.
that we had to help you improve your business career and that
yo,
nah, y'all ain't getting a check for that. Sorry. Nah.
Like, what the heck? We
You
been
guys
your
might need to
whole.
help.
We was the
You might
manager. We
You
was
might need to help a little bit more if you're trying to get those kind of checks.
We was the manager. We was the PR team. We was the branding. We was.
Nah, I wasn't seeing it. I just I just didn't. I don't.
See, that's why I said the check.
I just
went
don't
to her
remember.
tattoo,
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's all right.
And it went to that tattoo. Anyway, back to
Hey, keep that same energy though.
Back to our old
you know what I'm saying?
When we out of nowhere at one of our shows. We at one of our shows and you out of nowhere can't get in, and we go be like, "Oh yeah, where that check at? Yeah, I'm looking. yeah, where that check at? Yeah,
I'd be like, look,
should have bought you a VIP.
I'll find another way to weasel myself in. Don't you?
Should have bought you a VIP.
Don't worry,
I'm gonna be in there like,
hey, and I'm gonna tell all my security she's 10 years old. Do not look at her.
Right.
Okay.
Look at her recent work. She's 10. I swear.
10. Don't let her try nothing owe you. She is a child.
Like, hi, let me in.
I'm a grown. No, she 10. Don't y'all listen.
Right.
Y'all ain't see her on that movie. She 10.
Yep.
Let me in. I really want to go in. I'll
Don't
do
let
like
that
the puppy
tattoo
dog
fool
eyes on
you.
them, like, oh my gosh, they're not letting me in.
Unless it's Robert Kelly at the door, you ain't getting in, cuz.
You almost made me spit out the water.
You ain't getting in. No.
Kelly, I need you.
Dog, you almost made me spit out my water, bro.
Must save
Say that, boy. I'm not playing unless you Robert Kelly. You is not getting in. You 10. You was a child. It's not working.
But no. Seriously speaking, auditions are like so much fun, and you do get paid really good amounts for what you're doing. Like if you're doing a TV show or something like that, you can expect that nice check. And I just did I was just in a movie it's like a foreign film type of movie, and I played the waitress, and I only went for like, I had 3 lines. I went for a total of 4 days, and I felt like a movie star almost. Like they come, they touch up your makeup, you see all the extras sitting down, but I'm just like, I'm basically an extra, but I'm not an extra. But it feels so cool. You see all of the
Even
big spotlights.
Has to get makeup.
Right? Like I feel like an extra, but not an extra. No, it's so cool, especially when you actually look apart.
The waitress.
Hi, I'm
Sir,
the waitress.
I serve you food.
I serve you. So thanks.
Better work your waitressness. Sis. So
we'll see it when it comes out, even though it's going to be in a completely different language. I don't know what it's. I don't even want to know what it's about. Like I said, I don't even know. I don't know half the things I auditioned for. Like I know I've done a commercial, I've been in movies, I've been in all this stuff, and I don't even like, they're on my resume somewhere, but half the time I'm just doing it because I love acting and I'm gonna get good money. So
you're not
don't know the character.
Right. She said she don't care what she auditioned for.
It's on my resume.
I just like acting, so sometimes I don't care.
Right. She got random like, this is my name. Hi, my name is Nina. I did a commercial on this one. My this, that, and the third. I did this. Also, I did a commercial over here. Like,
oh, I didn't remember I did that. Oh,
I just put it on the side of the paper. Like, you know how people write notes on the side of paper? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did a commercial 2 months ago. Like,
I forget literally, but it's when you are first starting out acting, you just take what you can get. Like you audition for every single thing you can because you're waiting till you get something big, and those little things will help you get your foot in the door to bigger things. So it's kind of like when I audition for like little commercials or little TV shows or YouTube series, stuff like that. that, all of those things, they kind of add up. When you go to a bigger audition for like a movie or something, they look at all of those small stuff and they're just like, wow, you did this, you've done this, you've done this. And that means something to them. You've had experience and now you're at the point where, okay, maybe you can audition for a big movie. It's hard to get to LA if you weren't just born into the business. So we got to do small stuff to get to the big stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Or
Yeah.
you join a talent agency and just
That too.
where
But
you
even
get
then,
picked up
talent agencies,
are
they're not
expensive.
only, they're expensive, but two, they take a cut of whatever you make, and they're not managing just you. They're managing
Right.
a
Other
bunch of
people,
other people too.
you're not
So
guaranteed to get anything.
right, like I'm in 2 talent agencies, and granted, I've gotten work from both of them, but I wouldn't say it's consistent. I don't wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I'm going to this audition today. It's more of like whatever gig I can get at the time is what I'm going to get.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's life.
Makes sense. What about you, Simone? What you been doing? What's been going on?
Man, I've been working at Publix, trying to figure out life. So, adulting in a general sense, just adulting.
Oh, girl, I feel
I'm not gonna lie
that.
to you. I got so scared when you said so. I was about to say she finna tell a whole story real quick. It's gonna get real.
I'm gonna keep it short. I'm
Dang.
gonna keep it short. I've just been adulting and just really playing therapist with a lot of people and just realizing that, hey, I need to set boundaries. Like for real, for real.
That's fair. Because I feel like it's been a rough couple of weeks. I don't know. I feel like lately I've just been hearing the same thing from everybody. I've had a rough week. I've had a rough
Yo,
week.
is this
I'm
just
just
a
like,
Taurus thing? Like,
dang.
are we all us Taurus is just like dealing with BS right now? Like the last
I
couple
I
weeks,
mean,
I've been
am.
dealing with some BS.
because
Like
I'm
some,
dealing with freaking customers left and right harassing me about
I'm
their
dealing.
cake that I didn't even
I
touch.
feel
Like,
that.
I
especially
understand
personal life.
that your
Ooh,
cake
I'm
may
a
look a
I'm a
yeah.
hot mess.
Leo.
However,
I know we
I
not
didn't touch
talking to
it.
Get
you.
out of here, right?
Sit in that
But
corner and be
hey,
quiet.
bro,
I don't like
I've
you.
been
This is a Taurus
We got
situation
beef with
right now.
y'all.
You
Get
sit in the
away.
corner and be
in
quiet.
about
Right.
Shit.
man.
We
Y'all trying
don't
to
do
hold me.
shit.
I've had
Go have beef
problems the
with the
past few weeks.
I've
Sagittarius.
had
Y'all
So
ain't
problems
the
the
only
I
past
one.
don't
few weeks. We ain't talking about you right now. We
Dang.
listed it. Go ahead. We listed it, Mocha. Go ahead. Tell your
like,
problems.
dang, man. I got harassed by this white, like, Caucasian lady. Let me correct myself. Caucasian lady.
The mountains of Caucasus.
Mhm.
I got cussed out by this Caucasian lady, and she ordered a cake, and the
That
cake
baby is
kind of
not
looked a hot
mine.
mess, and she was cussing me out, and she smelled as if she just finished smoking. I was just like, ma'am, I didn't touch your cake. I understand it looks a hot mess. I can get you the freaking store manager, but no, she was like, no, y'all need to get me a new cake. Y'all need to fix this. This is disrespectful. This is like, why are you yelling at me as if I did it? I'm just delivering it to
Man,
you.
I hate
She
customers like
said,
that. They be going
"I'm just a messenger.
off.
I'm just the
I'm
messenger.
just a
I
messenger.
just baked
Right.
the
Like,
bread.
don't be mad
I
at
just
me.
mad at me for.
No,
All
like
I did was put
I
the
did
icing
the
on the cake.
I just baked the
I didn't
bread.
do
Why you mad at
anything
me?
because
I
you
didn't do
Right?
did
nothing.
it too.
I didn't do nothing.
You mad because you didn't hear the crunch in the bread?
Like it's not my fault. You wanted
Customers like
wheat. You
that
put
makes me wanna
you
no
wanted white bread.
no.
You put wheat bread on the paper. It's not my fault, sir. Like don't be
Right.
mad at me. Like
The
And then
order
she
came
got
in
mad because
as
it
a
wasn't the
triple layered
same
chocolate
color
double
as
covered
the cake
cake.
online. And I'm basically looking at her like, ma'am, there's no green on that cake. Two, you changed the colors, so you fucked up there by doing that shit. And now you blaming us for messing up your cake because it look a hot mess. We got other orders. We got 130 orders.
No
There was
no.
3 people
Mm-mm.
decorating
That's when I
cakes.
leave. No. I'm out.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I gotta
I
charge my
can't. I
laptop.
can't.
It's gonna die.
All I can do is give you the store manager, but you don't want that. You just want a whole new cake. You want a whole new discount.
You don't
I
get a
People
would
new
understand
cake.
if your cake
be
You don't get the
wasn't
discount.
done or your cake wasn't here. However, that was not the case. You just upset that it don't look like it does in the picture. First of all, the picture that you are looking at ain't a real cake.
The food that be in the pictures that be on like the commercials are never real food. I don't know
Right.
if y'all knew that. They're never real.
No,
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, I noticed that. It'd be
like the
so sad.
cereal, it's always
Mhm.
glue.
Just like
Yeah.
in the commercials, y'all know food commercials, they be doing that too. Like the food
Yes,
Mhm.
be
that's what
real.
they
Yeah, when you
do.
see
And
a
it be
cookies and
so.
cream or cookies and whatever that is, the
Yep.
I don't even know what cereal that is, but it's always glue, glue in a
Mm-hmm.
spoon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For like
Got the
pancake
burger sitting just
commercials.
upright, and then when you get
Yeah.
a burger from the actual place, it's all flat and
Bro, tell
Yeah.
nasty,
me
bread
why.
ripped up.
Tell me why.
Yep.
Like when the BK King came out, or was it? Yeah, when the BK
The
King, Burger King came.
chicken.
No, no, the Bacon King.
Okay,
Like
okay, okay.
when it first came out, my pops got it because on the commercial it's a big burger. When
Mm,
he
oh no,
got
that's
that,
bad.
mug was about it was like it could fit in his hand. I
Yeah.
was
That's bad,
bro,
bro.
Exactly.
Here's
And
just
I
yeah.
be
like,
getting
bro,
so
what is this?
mad. 'Cause I be expecting like a real big burger.
Y'all
Mhm.
just
Stacked up
reminded
to
me.
perfection.
I would like to
Mm-hmm.
give a big shout out to McDonald's for giving me 2018 buffalo sauce yesterday, and been having my stomach fucked up for the last 2 days.
Oh
For the last, I just want to say
no.
shout out to you,
Thank
McDonald's,
you,
for doing me dirty like that.
McDonald's.
Right
Thank
here,
you,
right here in
McDonald's.
Orlando. I ain't gonna
Oh.
say what part of Orlando I'm in, because people gonna try to pop up on me and all that. I'll just say it like, listen, y'all
I
tried
forgot
me,
you was
okay?
from Orlando.
No, you tried me, and I don't
Thanks,
appreciate you, McDonald's, doing me
McDonald's,
like that. And
for doing
I ain't
your
even brought in
work.
people until today when I try to eat the rest of my food, and I'm just like, bro, something is wrong with this buffalo sauce. Like this tastes bad. Look at the front, 2018, cuz I
Like
said,
they
oh
used to
y'all
say,
mofos.
No, no.
it turned into
Oh,
it turned
that's
into barbecue sauce.
disgusting.
It used to be Szechuan sauce, and they turned into
Like,
barbecue.
hold up. Wait a minute. Why didn't you sue him? Why didn't you do that?
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
sue
didn't.
McDonald's
I'm trying to
because
figure out how y'all still got 2018 hot sauce. Like, what
Right. Like no
yeah,
one cleans those out
ain't
or
nobody threw it out?
like
We ain't look at the
Obviously not.
label.
This is why you don't go to McDonald's. Stop going there. They said
See,
man,
fair
look,
so.
that
They
enough.
ain't
didn't
fine and
listen to
dandy.
you.
McDonald's be
bro,
gross.
I used to work at this McDonald's like down the street from my house, bro.
Me
It
too.
is
So did
the
I.
bro. We
We
yeah, we
both
worked at
worked
the
there.
same. We didn't work at the same time, but we worked at the same McDonald's, bro. That
To be like
McDonald's
McDonald's.
is the worst McDonald's. Well, personally, and it's in Michigan.
I
This
think
is the
it's the
worst
worst.
McDonald's
Yes.
in Michigan,
I will
bro.
second that.
And I can say that because I worked there. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
feel
Like,
that about Burger King.
bro,
Yeah.
they don't never finish. Like, I know this is probably gonna run them out of business, but I don't care. I don't like that McDonald's because I hate the people that work there. Only
Oh,
certain people that's
mm-hmm,
okay.
mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't
Yep.
like the GM. I don't like the managers. All the managers can eat it for real. And there's a lot of worse things that I can say, but we're on the air, so I can't really say that.
Listen, I'm gonna
But
say fluff Burger King. Burger King ain't on ish. They did me all of them wouldn't pay me my paycheck on time and they got mad at me about asking for my paycheck and all that. Yeah, fluff Burger King.
bro,
Fluff
they also racist up there. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
When they have recently upped the
Fair.
pay. They recently upped the minimum wage.
Mm.
At
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Isn't it like 15 now?
11.
Or
No, yeah, it's
11.
like
And then
11,
13
it's
12.
for a manager.
15 over here.
Oh
Yeah,
nah, it's 11 down here and 13
it's
for a
like
manager. So you
11,
still
12.
ain't getting federal
What?
minimum wage.
Yeah, it's like that here too.
Wow. No,
But
over here it's like 15 an hour to work at McDonald's.
tell me why
Crazy.
when that was going around, when everybody was talking about, oh yeah, we finna get a raise, they were only giving out raises to specific people, and they
Mm.
said
Mm.
which they said like 18 and up. I'm like, okay, cool, but there was also other word going around saying like, oh, you certain people, even regardless if they 18 and up, not getting that raise. I'm like, that's first of all, that's illegal. You can't really do that. Second off, now you being weird. Second off, everybody got the raise except me. Think about that. Like I'm the only black male that's over 18 that was working at McDonald's. So I'm the only one that didn't get the raise. I stopped showing up to work.
I remember at that McDonald's, I remember it was Mother's Day. And my mom, she bought these tickets to go on like this cruise or whatever. Not even cruise, it's like a 1-day boat ride type deal.
Right.
And I asked, I was like, can I have like tomorrow off or whatever? And I get it. They're just like, no, you should have sent in your 2 weeks. But this is my first week really working there. Like, this is my first week, and I already had this plan. I'm just like, I'm sorry, regardless of what you say, I cannot be there. And
Right.
so they're just like, you have to show up. Like, I told you couldn't have the days off. And I'm like, well, what if I just don't? What if I just don't come in? And they're just like, don't do that. And I'm like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Whether you want me here, whether you don't want me to be here, it is Mother's Day. I am going to go spend time with my mother. So the next day, I don't show up. So they call me and they're just like, where are you? And I'm like, didn't I tell you yesterday I wasn't going to be there? And they're just, this man starts going off on the phone. He starts flipping. He's just like, what the blah blah blah, why aren't you in the day? We needed people to work and now there's nobody in here. What the like he was like literally
They never had people because they don't know how to
15-year-old
treat people.
yeah, my 15-year-old self was just traumatized. I'm just like, this grown man in his 40s is yelling at me on the phone because I decided to spend time with my mom, who I'm going to tell this story to.
You
Who
saw
I'm going
what
to tell
problem at, right? You 40 years old, still working at McDonald's. You mad as hell.
Customer service at that McDonald's was terrible. Like, how can
Man,
you treat
they
your
don't know how to
workers?
treat their workers at all. Period, bro.
It's so rude, so disrespectful.
I've noticed it with a lot of like chain company, franchise type companies. They hire people that don't need to be managers. A lot of times, like, you'll see a lot of people that you be like, bro, why do you have a job? Like, why you're a manager for no reason? Like, what do you do? It's even my job now that I work. I have it's somebody that works at this job, bro, and I'm like, bro, what do you do? Like, what really do you do? You just sit here all day and just look pretty. Like, what do you do?
True that. Like, half the time they're telling you to do it. They're
You
just
feel
over
me?
there.
And then as soon as you start asking them questions, that's when all of us, or you start, what's going on. Now they want to play the card of I run stuff, I do things.
Right, like I do this. You may not see it, but I'm over here outside of you.
Your job description? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Like,
bro, when I applied for McDonald's, bro, I applied for service, meaning I run the counters, I work at the windows. They put me on the grill. They put me on the grill.
No,
I'm surprised they put me on the grill at Burger King. They was not playing. They said, bro, you stand in the front. We like your face.
I wish, bro. When I went in, I put on the application service. I want to do front, and then I went in for the interview. I told them I do not want to be in the kitchen. I want to work front. And they first thing
they're just like, get back there.
And then I told them, like, every week I was like, so yeah, y'all said y'all was gonna teach me how to do the front or the drive through. Yeah, we'll teach you eventually. But that went on for I worked there for 6 months. Not one time. And they're like, well, you gotta learn how to do the table first before you go to the front. I'm like, no, I don't. All I gotta do is make the sandwiches. And stuff.
What? No.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, bro, all I gotta do is take orders and make milkshakes. I'm cool with that. Or if I'm in the drive-through, all I gotta do is take the money. That's it.
Yo.
The only thing I hate about drive-through, they need to give people chairs, bro. You got to be sitting there way too long to be.
You get tired.
Like,
I didn't mind doing front. But the thing I didn't like was the people that would come to the front register, because when something's wrong, the first person they're going to is you. They're like, my order's messed up. I'm like, don't look at me. I didn't mess up your order. That's not me. You gotta go talk to so-and-so in the back. They the one who messed up. But no, they come in there. I had a person throw his chicken nuggets across the front counter. Like, he's just like, this isn't what I ordered. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But now there's chicken nuggets all over the place.
And just sling stuff around. I'd be like, if you come over here across this table, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Just do it. And I work with freaking Caribbeans. I work with people from the islands. Best believe they gonna be jumping in me.
They gonna try to get. They try to get.
They gonna get it. They ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna join in with you. I got so much energy, so much pent up anger from these customers. They're gonna jump
No,
on you
no,
real life. No,
no.
not
Mm-mm.
today.
They can stay over there with that energy, but trust me, if you come over here, we gonna have a problem. Let me tell
We
you
gonna have a
that.
problem. Don't come in
We
this
gonna have a
kitchen.
problem.
Don't
Do
come in
not
this
come over
kitchen.
here.
Don't come in the kitchen.
Some people really were testing my patience. Like I have cuss. I remember I had a little fan that kept coming to McDonald's. He'd come in and he'd be like, "So, you on the menu, honey? I'm trying to take you home for dessert." You know, I'm like, he was like,
That
"You on the?"
is hilarious.
And he'd keep coming, and I'm just like, "Sir,
I
I
am 15.
I am 15 years old. I cannot
Man.
come home with you legally. That is not
Bro, that reminds me of
no."
this lady that used to come to McDonald's every single day, every
Mm.
single day, and would only talk to one person in the store, and that his name was Charlie. He was one of the managers, bro. She would
Oh, I
come
think I
and
remember.
order the same exact thing every single day. It was a coffee, a specifically made coffee just for her, and she would throw a fit if y'all would make it wrong. Like she said, I've been coming here every day, and I've been ordering the same thing. How do y'all get this wrong? So he would go off, and they would call her like Charlie's girlfriend because she would always want to come in and speak to that dude.
Mm.
It's
Charlie.
hilarious.
Mm. That was like that
Charlie was
little.
the only cool guy, the only
I forgot about
guy
Charlie.
that worked,
Was his
the
last
only
name
guy
Wilson?
manager. Nah, he was a white dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
there was no black managers.
No, there was
Bro,
no black manager.
we
Yeah,
live
we
in
live in
a
a
we live on Mountain Caucasus. Whatever
yes,
you, yeah.
yes, whatever you called it. That's where we live.
We live there. Yes,
Yes.
we live at the peak of the mountain.
Oh,
We're
have fun with
select
that.
few black people
We
that
up
live.
there.
We live in Timbuktu, but if
so
Timbuktu
sick of
was
With
full of
y'all
white
Yee
shit.
people,
hats on.
I'm so sick of y'all
Ooh.
shit. I'm so sick of y'all shit. I'm so sick of y'all shit.
Oh, here, I'll take out my
bro,
my
they don't
hat.
even lock their doors, bro. You could just walk in their house and yeah. Bro, they do that in
The
Florida, bro. No, 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 no. Not. I wouldn't say they do that in Florida.
Yee.
They do
My
what?
roommate, the first person I stayed with when I lived in Florida was this dude from Cali. They never locked their doors
What?
Oh
ever.
yeah, they don't lock their doors over here. No, no.
They- I'm bro. I was like, dog. I'm from Detroit, so that
You
was
gotta lock
something
your
that was new to me.
doors.
Right. I'm not used to
Right. You
people
gotta
just leaving
lock
the
your
door
doors.
completely unlocked, all the doors. Bro, I could just.
The
I'm
car's
pulling up at the
unlocked,
house.
everything.
There's
That's how
nobody
y'all get
here.
your stuff
There is
stolen.
there is nobody here at the house. I walk up to the door to put the key in and turn the knob. It's already unlocked. I'm like, oh no. The first time they did, I was like, oh bro, like somebody might have
We
been in
can't be
here.
doing that, right?
I thought somebody was in here or like somebody came in here and stole something. And then
Mhm.
I called my roommates. They was like, oh yeah, I left the door unlocked because we only got one key. I'm like,
And
there's another key in this lock right here. Like that's a spare key. We don't use that. I'm like, y'all just can't
Bro,
just leave the door
that's
unlocked
what you
though.
mean.
Y'all
exactly,
can't
you
just
can't
go to
just leave the
Ace
door
Hardware.
unlocked.
We just can't go to Ace Hardware or Walmart and just go print
Just get
another
another
key.
one.
I think that dude was cheap for real,
Mhm.
bro.
It's four
Not
dollars.
only did they not
It
only
don't
did they
cost
do
that much
that,
to
bro.
get a freaking.
It's
Right, that's
$4 at
like
Ace.
that's a couple dollars.
I
It's a
don't know
couple
what they was
dollars.
thinking. I don't know what they were thinking.
'Cause,
I
hell,
told them
I
we
mean,
had to start locking the doors.
I do that living in like suburban areas. I might do that, but in the hood, I ain't
You
gonna.
remember where no, you probably don't remember I stayed at.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't know where you stayed. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I lived
Every time I saw you, you was at somebody else's crib. I ain't gonna fly.
uh yeah, that was, you know where Target was?
Yeah,
I'm right down the street a Target on that same street. You know where dang, I don't think you ever been over there either. Well yeah, I'm the second subdivision that was past the one behind Target. I'm towards Checkers going that way. It was like at the end of the corner, it was a Checkers, a Sam's Club, and a McDonald's in that area. Either way, I'm just further down the street.
I don't know what
But
y'all
not
talking
only
about.
did they not lock the door, and we live. So it was a condominium area, whatever. It was a lot of Hispanics that lived there. Like
Ah,
the whole area was just full of Hispanics, bro. Oh yeah, we
that
down the
whole
street
Winter
from that.
Park, that whole Winter Park was full of Hispanics.
Yeah,
This is, that's Colombiana right there.
yeah. But they didn't like to clean. Like I I don't want to say I'm not the cleanliest person because I'm not the cleanliest person, but I know how to keep my area clean, bro.
You see some
My
dirt, you know how to wipe it. You know.
exactly. My room was the cleanest room in the house, dog. You walk into their rooms, well, you walk into the owner, which my landlord, which is his room. You walk into his boxes everywhere. The only nice place that was in his room was his desk, and he had like three different TVs. He had a full, streaming setup, but the rest of his room was completely junky. You never know if you could
Of
find anything in there.
course.
Our other roommate's room, trash everywhere on the floor, everywhere.
I ain't
And
gonna lie,
he
I got stuff everywhere in my room right now. I still
no,
can't, bro. I have not found my wallet in like 3 weeks.
I
Wait,
mean,
what?
it looks
Yeah,
to me your room
That's
looks
not
clean.
good.
Like from
yeah,
right here,
it's
your room
bad.
looks
It's
clean.
somewhere in my room though, but I don't know where. I done digged
My
everywhere.
room's pretty clean, sort of.
His
This
his
is
room
my
was
room. This is
the
it.
worst I had ever seen. Bro. It was so much trash on the floor, and not only Florida is notorious for roaches, bro. And you would, bro,
That's a no for
there would
me.
be some days I
No,
would
we are
wake up.
not. Don't you disrespect us like that.
Okay,
That's a
really?
no for me.
Are you
I'm
serious,
a
bro?
pass.
Just leaving one
I'm a
dirty plate out,
pass.
you'll have like a little baby roach just crawling around somewhere.
What's the notorious for roaches?
Man,
Time out.
I'm a pass. I'm a
Don't you
pass.
disrespect that. Listen, don't you disrespect Florida. Everybody got roaches. Okay?
No, no.
we
Uh,
not out here.
Let's be
not in
It
honest.
ain't.
Michigan, I can
Y'all
tell
in
you
Florida
that.
got
Ooh,
I
your
roaches,
know
place
y'all
got to
got
be
roaches.
spiders,
your
snakes,
place has to be super
freaking
dirty for you to get roaches up
gators.
here in Michigan. Like it has to be beyond dirty for you to get roaches up here. You can have like a couple trash bags out there sitting for a little while, and you still won't have no roaches. You probably get like ants or spiders or something, but you ain't getting no roaches.
Right, like we don't get roaches like that. But let me.
Florida,
All I know
man.
is that over here in fucking Chicago. Sorry, I didn't
Shot
mean to curse, but there's rats everywhere.
rats.
Everywhere. They're the mice. Like, okay, they're not everywhere, but they're everywhere. They're like these little itty bitty ones. They scurry everywhere and they come into your room and they're like, I'm gonna live here and eat with you. No. Mm-mm.
You don't
No,
pay rent. Get
no.
out.
Get out.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
no.
I could deal with like a mouse or two. That's fine.
No.
But what I can't deal,
No.
I cannot deal with them roaches, bro. No, no, that house made me not be able to deal with roaches the entire time I was in Florida, bro. That house was so freaking, bro. The kitchen was the worst place. Like, the kitchen is supposed to be a place, the cleanliest place in the house,
It better
supposedly,
be.
because you got to eat there.
Hmm.
No, no.
Mm.
You couldn't even eat there. I could barely. I kept all my food in my room because I couldn't keep it in the fridge or downstairs
Ah.
because it would get destroyed.
No, I get that. Like I would not keep my stuff there. When I
It
see a bug, I'm like, no, no. See
it made
you.
me sick. And then
Adios.
one day I
I've been
made them.
purging the whole house.
One
If it's
day
a butterfly,
Especially one
maybe,
bug.
but
I even called. I bought $60 worth of cleaning products one day, which is out the blue. I was like, bro, I'm finna clean this house.
we're about to clean this up.
Yep.
Right.
I texted them. I called them. I'm like, bro, we cleaning this house
We're cleaning.
today.
Yeah.
All my man,
Bro,
all
I would
at
have
least
spent
one of them helped.
$100 getting traps and cleaning supplies and gloves and masks. I'm not playing no games.
So
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
sitting here in this dirty house with y'all with all these bugs.
yeah.
I
I
hate
had to
roaches.
wash
I hate
See.
them.
clean dishes. I had to rewash the clean dishes, bro. How do you like because the
What?
cabinets were full of yes, the cabinets were full of roaches, man. Like and he had little plates
Oh my
down, little
god.
things. We had little
No.
mats down to cover
Now I
to
feel like
keep it from
shit's
touching, but
crawling on
like,
me. Thanks a lot. Dang.
bro, I just couldn't. I got kicked out of that place, and I was kind of glad I did because the second place I moved
You're like, it's
into,
time to go.
How you
yeah,
get
Thank
kicked
you.
out?
well, it was a lot of underlying situations, mostly because Hurricane Irma happened, so I wasn't able to pay my rent a couple of times.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
Z was there for it. Hurricane Irma happened, so I wasn't able to pay my bills on time. But mostly because
Z
I wasn't
did.
even there. I wasn't there, so I couldn't do it.
Man.
And he only took money orders, so I had to physically go to the place. And because I wasn't 21, uh, doing money orders, he had to come with me every time I went to go pay my bills. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
he kicked me
glad you
out.
got kicked out. Cause
Because the
Yeah,
yeah.
second
honestly,
place I moved,
might have
guess
been for the
guess
best.
where I moved. The second
Yep.
place I moved.
Ooh, where?
Well, I don't know if he's on
Home.
your. He let me stay in his crib. Till I got back on my feet.
Oh,
It was cool, man.
bet.
That's my dog. I mean, I've known him since day one. Since day one at Full Sail. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog.
That's dope.
And yo, and I'm glad
Damn.
we get
That's
to do
cool.
things like this now.
Yes, yes.
But he's gone.
He has left the building.
Well,
Well, this is my first apartment and I like it. I live with my roommates. And yeah, it's chill. But I'm getting close to being ready to go home. Just a little.
sometimes it's kind of difficult having roommates.
I know. I have more freedom here than I do at home, which is awesome.
Which,
But if I
yeah.
had my own place, I'd be
Oh yeah, I can
tearing.
do
I'd be
Yeah.
tearing.
whatever I want to do.
I'd be
Yeah.
just chill. I mean, granted, I do feel like I do whatever I want even now, and they're just like, Nina, don't do that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do it anyway, and and then I do.
Well, if I had my own crib, there'd be a lot of things I'd be doing. Like I'd more than likely be streaming 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but a lot. I
A
want to
lot
do.
frequently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot more frequently.
yeah. I'd have the freedom to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you'd think. I feel like I have so much free time and no free time at the same time. Because it's like, I want to start streaming now. I have my own setup. I have these cute little lights and everything around here. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to stream. I have so much time to podcast and do whatever I want. And then in reality, it's like, I got to pay rent every month. I can't just be chilling.
I
I got to
mean,
be.
but sometimes like you just make time for it. Time management. Like you got to work for a certain time when you get home. Do after you do what you
Right.
have
Just
to
start
do, just start
streaming.
streaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
on stream.
I do want to make more time to. I mean, that's what I was going to do today. Today, I got out my capture card and I'm going to learn how to use it.
What kind of capture card is it?
I don't know.
Mm. What you gonna play?
I don't know.
Hey,
Doing
honestly,
great. Doing great so far.
you, shoot, there's a
Well,
lot of things you can do. You got enough games. You just gotta hope there's an audience for it.
Right. I feel like if I'm going to make it interesting, whatever I play, I feel like I could play something really boring and I'm
Well,
just going to tell everybody weird stories.
yeah, I mean, if you play something that not a lot of people play but is on the rise, you could like set your foot in there
Yeah.
and be
definitely.
an official
That's
streamer for that.
true.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to play Apex, but there's so
So
many
many
people that play
people.
Apex. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. I'm actually pretty good at it, but to become like one of them, I don't see that
That's a
ever
hard.
happening.
I
Now,
think
if they
I'm.
come out with like a new
Ooh.
game, oh yeah, and I'm the first to hop on it. Oh yeah,
That's
I
what I want to do. There's a new game that's coming out, the new Tales of game, and they already have a huge fan base. And the new game comes out in a couple weeks, and I'm already ready. Like I'm so excited. I already
like
played the other Tales of games, and I'm ready for this one.
Tales of Vesperia.
Mm-hmm. They're making a new one, and I'm ready to jump on the train. They're making a new one for, I think it's for Switch and PS4. But I think to start out, I might play like Harvest Moon in like just like my farming games because I like to yell at the characters and I love the characters so much. I'll get married to all of them.
Like
Mhm.
I that actually reminds me. I used to have this game. Well, I still got it called Tamagotchi Life.
Oh my gosh, I love that game on the little thingy.
Yeah, on the
Oh wait, no, I'm
3DS.
thinking of
That's Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi.
I'm talking about
Tamagotchi
Tamagotchi.
is on the 3DS.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
man.
a good game. I remember that.
I got some characters into some weird situations. I think like Venom as a me is married to Bulma, and they had a baby. Yeah, it's different. Or
Oh, oh, Mocha
Luffy
had to go.
Luffy is married to somebody else. You know,
What a interesting.
I got some real interesting characters. Mostly because like when the game first came out, everybody was so excited to like play it as themselves, as well as everybody was making different Mii's for like different situations. So like
Right, right.
every YouTuber I watched that played Tamagotchi Life, they was like, "Oh yeah, I'm showcasing these characters. Here are their QR codes if you want to play
Hmm.
with them." I was like, "Oh yeah, might as well."
Yeah, right. Might as well. I used to love playing Animal Crossing on the 3DS because
Hmm.
I feel like it was way better than the Switch. Like, granted, the Switch is cool. You can build your own whatevers, but I feel like the 3DS one is so underrated. Like,
Hmm.
I love that game, and people don't realize how much stuff I did in that game. I just like the aspect of being able to find other people playing the game while you're
Yeah,
playing the game. And that's
yeah,
something that the Switch doesn't have. And I hope they bring that into the game because I literally, all my online friends that I found was from Animal Crossing, the old one, the OG. Like,
yeah. I remember when the biggest feature for the 3DS was that the friend pass thing. Like every time you walk past somebody with a 3DS,
yes,
it would come to
that
your
was an
3DS.
awesome feature. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that.
That was one of the things that made games like Animal Crossing legit, because you walk past somebody with a 3DS
Right.
or
And then,
somebody,
boom, you met
yeah,
a couple friends.
they just pop up on your island or
Right.
whatnot.
That was like
They
when
need
I
to put
went
that on
to,
Switch.
I'd always go to conventions and I put my 3DS in my backpack and then
Hmm.
walk around, see how many friends you can get. Like,
Yeah, I used to do
that
that.
was so cool.
I used to do that in high school because a lot
Yup,
of
walk
I got
around,
friends
go to
with
high
3DSs.
school, get some
Hmm.
friends. Like, it was a good setup.
Every time I went on a road trip, I'd take my 3DS everywhere I go.
Me
So
too.
like I would love. I had almost completed all of the puzzles, and it was it.
Oh, I forgot if I did.
Yeah, I
It's
almost completed all of them.
it's funny. I was actually gonna play my 3DS again. That Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Awakening. I bought it recently, and I was like, you know, I just want to get the hype. I just gotta. I know there's some cute characters in there, so I was like, why not? I can play my 3DS again. I'll look a little lame, but it's
It's
fine.
not lame. I mean, well, if there's a lot of classic games that are on the 3DS,
Very
like
true.
yeah,
They're gonna be like, you still play the 3DS, and I'll be like,
like heck yeah,
yeah,
my favorite game is on here. You feel me? Like I,
yeah. Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing,
I
Fire
still want to.
Emblem.
I still haven't finished Bravely Default, and I still want to finish
Oh,
that
I
game
haven't played Bravely Default in a while either.
because I want to play Bravely Default 2, which is on the Switch, but
Mhm.
I don't want to play it until I finish part one.
I need to finish Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS because I bought the original and the quality of it looks just so trash. But I really want to finish it because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is on the Switch.
Hmm.
And mm,
Yeah,
I want to go in order.
yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way too. Like, I'm with that for movies and TV shows. Like, what is it? The Defenders. I haven't watched the Defenders, but if I were to watch the Defenders, Marvel's The Defenders, I would have to
I
watch
don't think I've seen that.
all. It's like I don't know how to really explain it, but Luke Cage, the Iron Fist, Daredevil, um, some other chick that's in there. They're all a part of the Defenders, but they each have their
Okay.
own show. Like the Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
they all
okay.
have their own shows, and they end up tying into the Defenders. But
Hmm.
if I were to get into that, I need to watch all the shows first. Like
Fair enough. Yeah.
like in like the Marvel verse period. You can't get to Endgame without
Right. If
watching
you
the other movies first.
Right,
There's,
exactly.
there's no
I
way.
remember when Endgame came out, I like did a movie binge. Like I was like, I need to start from the beginning. I need to go, but I wanted it to go in chronological order, not like in order that the movies were made, but
Yeah.
just like in the order that they happened through the Marvel universe. So
Right.
I was going off of the timeline so I could get everything.
Hmm.
But it worked out well, but I shouldn't have watched that many movies before going. I was so tired. Like I was
Yeah.
watching Endgame and I'm like, no, did he snap yet? Oh,
Man, I was so pissed when Infinity War came out because I didn't get to see it in theaters.
when
And
did you see it then?
I saw it like a month or two after. But by that time, I was already pretty much. I already knew what happened because everybody was talking about it. Man, I would tell people like, "Yo, y'all need to shut up." Like, I haven't seen the movie yet. Just because all of y'all have seen
Everybody
it
was
doesn't
talking
mean y'all
about it
gotta
at
talk
that
about it,
point.
right?
Everybody was like, so
Bro,
you
I didn't even get to feel
remember when so
sad.
and so gone? Like,
I didn't get to feel sad when Spider-Man died. Like, I didn't get
oh
to.
no,
I
you
knew
didn't get
he
that
was going to die.
experience.
I didn't know how he was going to die. I just knew he was going to die. I didn't even get to feel sad because I mean, Spider Man is my favorite superhero of all time. But to not feel sad when he died, because I knew he was gonna come back. Obviously, because after Endgame, not Endgame, Infinity War came out, they introduced no, was it Far From Home? So I'm like, I knew he was gonna
Yeah.
come back,
Hmm.
but like, how did he die? You know, I didn't
Yeah.
know that he wasn't gonna come back. That's the thing. Until they said, yeah,
Until they said,
I was
man,
so
I remember I missed school and everything when it came out. I was like, I'm gonna tell him I have a doctor's appointment because this movie is important. And it was worth it. It was worth it for
and
sure.
that's why you gotta finish Loki.
I know, don't tell me. My dad already spoiled the Falcon and whatever. So
Yeah,
he's just like,
don't
you don't do
necessarily have
something
to
this.
watch. You don't necessarily have to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier to know what happened
Right, to
to
watch
Loki.
Loki, but
But Falcon and the Winter Soldier was clean. Like,
and I want to watch it, but now I'm like, oh, I already know
well, just
this and this is
because
gonna happen.
I mean, just because you know my man becomes Captain America, you don't know how we got to that point.
I
There's a
know.
lot.
Don't
There's
spoil it
a
for them. Now
whole
they
lot.
know.
Well, I said, what's his name becomes Captain America. You don't know who I'm talking about. It could be Bucky.
I do.
It could be Bucky. It could be somebody we don't know becomes Captain America.
Alrighty.
Foreshadowing, technically a spoiler, but not really because you don't know who I'm
True,
talking about.
true.
But yeah, you never know, man. But yeah, a lot happens
My yawn.
in Captain America. WandaVision, though, like
WandaVision. That
WandaVision was
was
clean.
that
Now, yeah,
I can't wait to see where they go from one. Like I hope they
they're
make
coming out with a
another.
movie for her. Well, she's going
They
to be
are.
in.
They're gonna. She
Well,
isn't.
she's not coming. They're not coming out with a movie for her, but she's going to be in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay.
remember when? And I was trying to explain this to my mom because she loves the show. But remember at the end, um, when her kids were disappearing, she was like, "I'll find you."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically, and I was trying to tell my mom, like, those kids were real. Like they're like that wasn't just in her head. Those kids were real.
Those kids are.
Like they actually existed, just existed in the world she created. But the world she created actually existed for a second. It was a whole new reality, except in this area. So when because of the events of Loki, which I'm not going to tell you what happened,
Oh,
but because of the
okay,
events of
okay.
Loki, she has the ability and she has the chance to get to see her kids again in real life this time.
Oh,
So when
okay, okay. I gotta watch it now.
and Spider-Man technically kind of already spoiled a little bit of Loki to you because
Hmm.
multiverses. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm.
Multiverses. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this since I found out that there were more than one Spider-Man, and I found out that, and when I found out that Miles Morales was not in the original Spider-Verse,
I
he's
know. Isn't that weird?
yeah,
Like
that's a whole different. That's
the
a
whole
whole different
different.
story. Yeah,
It's weird. You're just kind of like, oh, is that so?
but now because of this and Doctor Strange and all this, he has a chance to get in the MCU. He has a chance now. He could
Oh
get his own movie
yeah.
with maybe the Avengers. Now people are saying like Tony Stark could still come back. I do not believe so
No, I don't think Tony Stark's
because
coming back.
he can't. He can't
Yeah.
because in the when Doctor Strange when they were fighting Thanos, right? And Doctor Strange was looking for different outcomes and or different timelines where they actually won, and there was only
Mhm.
one, and it was the one
The one where
that
he
actually dies. So I don't think that he would be able to come back, you know. And then also, I can't really tell you because
Mm-mm.
it happened in
Yeah,
Loki,
don't tell me. Look,
but
don't tell them either.
there's some things that Doctor Strange said in Infinity War that make sense in Loki. All I'm going to say is the first episode is going to confuse the crap out of you. I didn't know what was going on in the first episode of Loki, but it takes place right after. Remember when the Avengers went back in time to fight to see themselves to steal the Tesseract and
Yeah.
yeah, and Hulk burst through the door, and Loki got away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes place right after that. Right when Loki disappears, that's when the
Oh,
show starts. Yeah.
that's I think my dad was saying something about that. So that's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
But
Right when he left, that's when the show picks up.
ooh, that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna have to check it out now.
But yeah, it was an amazing show. Perfect, superb writing. Like, oh my goodness, superb. I recommend that show to anybody. And then as soon as you finish that, you got to get on What If.
Yeah, I was telling my roommates about that, so I definitely want to see it. I gotta pick up the game
I recommend that you watch Loki first
first.
before you watch What If, but you don't necessarily need to because it doesn't really correlate. I mean, it does correlate with Loki, but it's not because of the events of Loki that this stuff happened. No, it's just
Okay.
yeah. What If is basically a show about different different universes where different things happen. Like the first episode was what if Peggy, who is that Captain America went back for in Infinity War, when he got old with, what if she became a super soldier instead of Steve Rogers? And then the second
Hmm.
episode is what
It
if
just sounds so
T'Challa?
interesting.
Yeah, what second episode is what if T'Challa became Star Lord instead of who plays Star Lord in our universe? And then the third episode is what happened if all of the Avengers died before they became the Avengers. Like it's
Like,
gonna
what do
get
you do?
yeah, it was crazy. Like the
What do you
Avengers
do? You
dying,
just
man.
like, oh,
Like that
here
episode
we
was
are.
wild. I was blown away. No, it wasn't because it wasn't like what if they're dead already. No, you actually saw them get killed. Yeah, you see all of the Avengers get
You
killed
see all
before
of
the
them die?
yeah
Are
before
you kidding
when
me?
when Nick Fury is assembling the Avengers for the first time, like when he's getting all these different people, like he starts with Tony Stark. Remember when he's at the donut in the first Iron Man movie? Yeah, it starts right there. He was getting them, and then yep, he dies. I'm not gonna say how, because that's a whole that leads into the towards the end of the episode. But yeah, he dies.
Wow.
Then they found the hammer. Then Thor dies. I'm not gonna say how he dies. And then Hulk from the first Hulk movie, except one person was there that wasn't supposed to be there. Hulk dies, and then only one person that actually figured it out, they died too. So yeah, it was just wild.
well,
And
well.
then somebody gets help from a very very unexpected character. Like yeah, yeah, there's a lot that happens in the show. And I
We'll have
like the
to one day we should do what's it called? Um
like a movie
what
night.
not a movie night, but like we should do one of those streams where we could all watch it and like do the commentary on it and make it like a little we don't have to sit and watch the full movie or whatever or like post the full movie, but we could watch it and we'll like cut
Oh yeah,
between scenes and then you know
I know this channel named Razzle that they do that, but their thing is that they get like drunk and watch movies and commentate.
oh, we should all do that. No.
It's hilarious, man. They be
That would
getting
be
shit faced and watching
that
movies.
sounds
Yeah.
so funny.
My favorite
That
one
was
was
me, yes.
they watched the Cat in the Hat. They watched the Cat in the Hat drunk. They got
Oh,
super
the first the weird
yeah,
one with the
yeah. Michael Myers, yeah. That
that
was
movie is
hilarious.
that movie's so bad. Like I
That
can't even
movie,
imagine how
that's
that
my
movie would be
favorite
like.
movie, yo. Like
It is a good movie,
Cat in
but
the Hat is hilarious.
it's like some adult jokes that you don't even really
The
understand
whole
watching
movie
it.
is adult
The whole
jokes.
literally the whole movie
Like what was the car name? The Super Help Interdimensional Thingamajigger or something like that. And it
some
was like it was it spelled shit.
yeah, it smells like
Yeah, and
is
it
that
was
a
like, oh, you can't say that, kid.
like oh don't say that.
That was
They're like
hilarious. He said this the super thingamajigger. Yep. Also known as well, you can't say that.
you can't say that.
He was like, up. You can't say
You
that.
can't say that.
But yeah,
That movie is something else.
I love that
Oh,
movie. Michael Myers was man, he is hilarious.
he is something else. He's just a character. Oh my gosh.
Well, we have more movies like that, like kind of, but he's just not the Cat in the Hat.
See, it
He-
gives me the same like the Grinch
Yeah.
vibes,
If Shrek was like, the Cat in the Hat, I'd
We should watch Shrek the musical.
no,
That movie.
no.
Come on, it'd be hilarious. Okay, the Cat in the Hat vibes. That's what happens in Shrek the music.
I would talk about it all day. Like
You'd
this,
be in there like,
I'm like, look at this, right? Like I had to be straight faced, or I'd just be like, bro, like
you'd be watching it like,
I can't believe somebody actually paid to see this, or I can't believe somebody paid to make this a show.
a show. It's on
is it a
Netflix.
musical? It's on Netflix.
It was at one point. I'm not sure if it's still there, but I remember I
Why
watched
did
it
they
on
make
Halloween.
Shrek a musical?
Gone.
Like, why did they make Shrek a musical?
And I played Donkey in Shrek the musical.
You played Donkey. Did you get to say stubborn jackass?
I did,
Hey, say less.
but it was a kind of a kids show, so they were
Stubborn
like-
donkey. Stubborn.
they're like,
stubborn donkey.
but they did say ass actually because I remember Shrek. He's just like, you want me to bring my ass?
Oh yeah.
And then I was just like, it's like, oh, they can't say it in here.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I guess we should start wrapping up. I don't think Mocha or Z is coming back.
Right. Oh, I wanted to speak about one more thing. Speaking of musicals,
Oh,
there's this show.
Weird.
There's this show, cartoon on Netflix. This new cartoon called Centaur World. Yo, you gotta watch
Centaur World?
that. Yes, Centaur.
Is it an
World.
anime or like what is it?
It starts off as an anime and then turns into a cartoon. And then at the end, it has anime and the two art styles clash. Centaur World,
interesting.
Centaur World is so good. I love the music in the show. It's a musical.
The
show.
music's good.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the music is fire. Like every song is a banger, and they sing they sing a song in every episode, like one or two songs, but it goes with the story. Like the song is the story, and they
Oh, and you said
they
it's called Centaur World?
yeah, like Minotaur,
Cen-
like Centaur.
Centaur.
It starts off
Gonna have
as
to
like
remember. Is it on? You said Netflix.
yep, it's a
I
Netflix
low key might
original.
watch this in like 10 minutes when I get off of here,
Yep,
because
it's
I need something to play in the background while I look at my homework.
yeah, it's and you're gonna get invested into that show because
Oh man.
it's called Centaur World. It's a Netflix original. So yeah, it's on
I
Netflix.
love Netflix originals. They've been
Oh, they've
getting
been
real
banging.
good.
Yes, they've been
They've
hitting it
been
out the
doing
park. Man,
hitting the
they've been
marks for
hitting
sure.
everything. When I said they hit Centaur World so far out of the park, but they hit the ball into the next state.
Dang, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'll watch it in a few minutes. Next stream we do, I'll be like, I watched it. It was this. It was
Yes,
all
yes.
right. Interesting.
Because like what I want to say, Centaur World. It starts off. I'm gonna just tell you the premise and the intro of the story. So it's about a horse. Now, like, keep an open mind. When the show starts out, it's a girl riding the horse into battle. There, it's a post-apocalyptic war going on with some monsters. Come to find out later on in the season, I'm not gonna tell you, but they're from Centaur World. Anyway,
Okay.
um,
Was
yeah.
that a
So they're
spoiler? Did you just spoil
no,
something for me?
no.
Okay.
I mean they're from Centaur World. But at the beginning of the show, she's going into battle with the horse, and they found this artifact that they were going to take back to the general to help fight the enemies in the war. It was cool. They get surrounded, and apparently the horse gets transported into this new dimension, which so happens to be Centaur World, and where all they do is they do magic and sing songs all day. That's really all they do. And in order for her to leave, she has to do complete these different challenges in order to get back home. But in the whole yeah, the whole show is just like
Interesting.
it's really good. They fight. It's very like the songs line up with the show. Everything that's happened in the show, they sing a song about it. Like when
Okay.
somebody was crying, they sang a song about it. It was a fashion show. They sang a song doing the fashion show. Or like when the bad guy shows up, the bad guy has his own theme song.
I do like singing, so that
It's
that'll be interesting.
and then there's another movie. Have you heard of this movie called Vivo?
Vivo.
It's
I feel like
another
that sounds familiar.
it's another singing movie. But this movie is actually about music. It's a music movie. But it's like it's about this. They call it a kinkajou. It's an animal.
Oh,
Yes, the
I
animal
think I've heard of that
Mhm.
before though.
They call them
Maybe
like
I
the
have
honey
seen
bear,
Vivo.
and they sings. They
This
yeah,
sounds familiar. Like maybe I've seen
it's a
this.
cartoon movie.
Vivo.
It's an
It
actual
just sounds really familiar.
Yep. Yep. It's a cartoon movie about a kinkajou, and
Because I've
he
heard of that the kinkajou, and it's like, just tell me.
he's yeah, he's a kinkajou. He lives with this old guy, and they make music together. Like they perform shows in Cuba. And one day he gets a message from the old man gets a message from this girl that he fell in love with when they were younger, but she moved away because she became a big singing star, and she left him behind because he felt that he didn't want to distract her from getting famous, so he stayed behind in Cuba. But he never told her how he loved her. And yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say, because the next part is a spoiler because it's gonna spoil the whole movie. But
Vivo.
yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that too. Because I don't know why that sounds like.
The music,
you're just gonna have to put me on to some movies or something.
I just been stumbling upon these. Like, Centaur War.
Hmm.
I didn't think I was gonna watch Centaur War because I thought it was weird
I
at
know,
first.
like
When
that
you look at
sounds
the
weird.
when you look at the little the card when you clicking on different movies,
Hmm.
it was like a giant house, but the house had a face on it, and the door was the butt of the house. So I was like, I'm not about to watch this. This looks weird.
Exactly. You're like, this is kind of weird. What is that?
And then I just so happened to hover over the Centaur World card, and it started playing the trailer. And I'm looking
Right?
at the trailer. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, this is actually kind of clean. Like it wasn't nothing action, nothing. It was singing. And I was like, that's what pulled me in. The
Ah,
song,
the
the song.
song.
They're singing a song.
This is
This is cool.
DyeTieRadio. We like music here.
Yes, yes, we do. We're actually all into music. If you guys didn't
Yeah,
know,
in some shape, some way, shape, or form.
yes,
We
sir.
do all enjoy the musics.
Yes,
I wish I
you
could
hear us talk
understand
a lot
music
about. You hear us talk a
more.
lot about music on this show. What do you mean that you don't know a lot about music?
Well, I wish I could understand music more. Like I feel like I understand music to an extent, but I wish I could, really, like anything I know about music is stuff that I've had to like teach myself. I've never had like someone go like, "Oh, this is how you make a mix, bro," or like, "This is how you, put this with this,"
Well,
and then it goes like, and I'll be like,
stay
"Wow, I don't know how
tuned
you do
because
that."
we might do some teaching maybe one
Oh
day.
yeah,
Okay?
I'll
Just
join the
stick
class
around.
and be like,
Yep, you too. You stick around as well because we got some surprises coming in store for y'all one of these days. We just keep in touch and we'll get right to you. You know, you'll see your favorite content from your favorite people, which is
"Oh."
us. At least I hope it's us. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, would you? Probably not. But hey, we love you anyway, even if you're not. Even if you just hop on and you hop right off, we still love you. But yeah, that's all I
Well,
wanted to say. We got some new heat, new
yes, we
shows
have
coming
some
out.
things coming in the works.
Yeah,
But I
yes,
guess we
sir.
are getting close to our hour and 30-minute mark anyway. So I guess this turned out pretty well. Although I wish Z and Mocha could have been here till the end. Hopefully you'll.
It's
Oh, and
okay.
Shaq
Oh yeah,
too.
y'all missed
So
out on some cool people, and they missed out on you.
yeah, it's okay. We're cooler, so
Hey,
whatever.
tell them next time. Next time when
Whatever.
you see them, not you, Nina. I'm talking about our audience. When you see them, make sure y'all go off on them. Like,
Yeah, go
man,
off on
you
them.
guys have been here on the first day though. Like, y'all
First
wasn't here on
day,
the first
literally.
day. You feel
Rude.
me? Now
Mm-mm.
only one person had an excuse. And it's a legit excuse. He couldn't be
Everybody
here.
else dipped.
But yeah,
We
you,
had a time frame.
we had fun. We had
We
fun, and
did.
they missed out. So hopefully they'll get a chance. No, they will, because they're part of the group. They're gonna do something. They gotta be here. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it's gonna be fun. Don't
But
worry,
we're all
everybody.
gonna have fun. We're all gonna be chilling. But until then, it is it is me, Saw,
Nina here.
and we are.
Our tie. Is that so?
Oh,
What this is gonna be? We're gonna be like tie radio.
yeah.
Is that gonna be our ending? We're gonna be like, hey,
No, that's not gonna be our ending. But I will do something. I have something to put up. But yeah, this has been so long. Wow, I was about to say my government name. Wow. This has been your boy Saw and and
oh, Nina, that's me. Hi, that is my government name.
yes, sir. Well, you don't have a nickname? Actually, where can everybody follow you at? Where can everybody find you?
I guess you could just do my regular Instagram. I do podcasts, my own podcast. Feel free to go on that. Yeah, I gotta do my self promotion. It's
Shameless
just
plug. Shameless plug.
Nina.g.williams. That's me. I feel like I need to just have a personal brand. If I go by a different name, I guess that's cool. But like, what would I be? Nina? Nini?
You
Nee?
go by a couple of different names, but family friendly little area we talking about here, but what do they call you on the side? You know what I'm
Um,
talking about.
what a hoe.
No, our check. Where our check supposed to be coming from?
Look, nobody calls me anything on there. We're not going in there. In that territory. Okay. My friends call me Ninalala, but that's like an extension to my name, not really a
Okay.
nickname.
So they can find you on Instagram at what?
Nina.g.williams. That's me.
And your podcast where?
Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, whatever you use to listen to your podcasts, I am probably on there. And soon we will be too. Just taking a little bit of time. But this is our first one. So hopefully soon enough we will also be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that good stuff. But
And
if
what's
you
your
just look
name?
up Nina's Network, that's me.
Yes, sir. And this has been your boy Saw. You can find me on Instagram at official.saw or Saw Entertainment. And you can find us at DyeTieRadio. Yes.
DyeTieRadio.
Underscore DyeTieRadio __. We will change that soon, but that is our social medias right now. You can find us on Twitch at DyeTieRadio. You can find us on YouTube at DyeTieRadio. You can even find us on Clubhouse at DyeTieRadio. So
I'm sure everything will be in the description below. You don't have to remember any of these. So if it's confusing, don't worry about it.
right. I mean, I don't know how confusing, just typing in DyeTieRadio would be, but but hey, if you
Look.
can't find us, just look down. You see
Well,
us.
yeah, if you personals, group, everything will
Each
be there.
one of our socials would be there for all the people who were in the show today. And yeah, our social medias would be down there. So just go ahead, give us a look, give us a shout, DM us if you got any questions, DM us if you have any concerns, DM us if you have any, good kindness words.
Suggestions.
Yeah, suggestions, kind words. We always love kind words. We always love positive messages because we're all positive. I mean, we're called DyeTieRadio, but tie is tie-dye spelled backwards, and tie-dye represents good vibes. So we're always, always, always throwing on good vibes, and we hope that we made you
Yes.
feel good today as well. So this has
All
been
right.
me. This has been her, and we are signing off.
Bye, guys.
This is. Oh wait. There we go.
Oh,
Wow.
there we go. Bye,
Hey.
guys.
Wait,
Hey.
it was